action for those who desire a future to come their way. It takes action. It takes the ability to put into action that which you have heard or seen. So what I want you to know is tonight is going to be a great, great, great night. So we are definitely going to take this to another level. We are definitely going to take this to another level. And I want you to know we have a great story to tell, great, great stories to tell. We are already awesome, awesome. So we think we are good to go now. Think we are good to go. Thank you. We are already live on YouTube, and it's going to be exciting, guys. It's going to be ballistic. It's gonna be bombastic. It's gonna be great, guys. Very so much great. So let me just share as well our YouTube link, just in case. I'll be coming back to, just in case there are those that would want to revisit the training. That's our YouTube link. You can always go back later and visit it. And I'm sure. So we're about to go now. We are about to kick off, and we are not waiting tonight. In the next 1 minute, we will be taking this network marketing industry to another level. Greetings to you, all the leaders. I can see we have leaders all the way from Zanzi, all the way from United Kingdom, all the way from Zimbabwe. Lesotho is here, Botswana. Thank you so much, guys. Good evening to you, all the great leaders. I salute you, and it's quite an honor for me to be actually presenting to you. So if you and me, you need just to know that you're at the right place at the right time. I want you to know that network marketing is not something that we can take lightly. It have produced great and great people. So tonight we are just taking it to another level. That's what we are doing. If you got a neighbor there, just tell him we are taking it to another level. This one, you cannot afford to sleep tonight. I'll be grilling it, and I'll be telling you something that is very, very important. So if you and me, just know that we are taking this meeting to another level. We are taking this industry to another level. So I'm going to be taking you through the networking, the power that is in this industry, the power that is in this industry, the power that is in this industry. Okay. Okay, so thank you, guys. I was reading all the messages as well, and also I was also sharing some few things onto the groups that we know we are all here. Okay. All right, very loud and clear, all the way from Benoni. Awesome, so good, all the great leaders. So now I am going to kick off now, and let's see if we are all ready. And what makes okay? Cool. Yes. Okay. Then what we have here as well. Okay. Close that. We're good to go. Okay, no problem. Then what we have is a great thing, right? Okay. All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to introduce myself because this system have already done that. And the good part of it tonight, I'm going to be taking you. Remember what we have, where we are coming from. We are coming from, we said we are using a two critical player approach. We are looking into these two critical players. One is called you, the other one is called business. Now we have got a daily presentation that talks about the business model, the business itself, the strength of the business. Now what we do not have is a PDF about you. That's what we do not have. We do not have a PDF about you. So what we are going to be doing tonight is to produce a model. I produce a networking model, somebody that can take this industry or this business to another level, because we already have got a business model, right? So we are on the side of making you be able to run as a professional networker. I want you to know, if you're going to miss this one tonight, I want you to know you will really miss. And if you know somebody out there does not have what it takes to be a professional network marketing professional, I want you to take this opportunity, invite him now, and you know what, let's get going. And because we are about to open certain areas, so we all know, as explained to you, the basics. I've explained to you what you need to be covering, and I said we have got a big topic on the practical part of all these strategies. But now we need to summarize this aspect of you. Then we're going to get into strategies. So from next week, we're going to be putting in through practical strategies, practical information on how to make a breakthrough. So you now, as a leader, what is it that you need to master for us to see success? I want you to know tonight, I'm going to be talking about the power of target. Your why factor, the power of target, the power of target on your why, the power of target on that which you want to achieve. So if you are going to be a network marketer that is professional, or you're going to be able to change other people's lives, you got to master this aspect of targetizing everything, the power of target. That is what I'm going to take you through, and I hope you will be able to understand why I really wanted us to touch this topic in detail. So what are we talking about here? I want you to know there are various forms of targets that you need to master. Personality targets or active targets, passively or actively. There are so many targets, but tonight I'm going to focus mainly on the main four, So these are main four, guys. If you master them, your story will never be the same. We are actually offloading what we have gone through over the years, and we moved from having it inside us, and now we are sharing with you. We want it to be inside you. So as a leader, these are targets that you need to master. As a leader, these are areas that you need to master. Target number one, I'm not going to wait. It's called timing and in time. When we are talking about timing and in time, these are two aspects that I want you to know, that you are going to succeed in this industry. You need to conscientize yourself. You need to train yourself something called timing. When we say timing, I am saying everything that you do in an hour, in a day, in a week, you need to have a clear target based on an hour, based on a day, a clear target in terms of business growth. If you are going to evaluate, I told you about self-evaluation. If you are going to evaluate your own progress, we are now talking of an item. It has to be timing based. In other words, we must be able to know, in an hour, I can be able to talk to 7 people. In an hour, I could be able to phone 15 people. In an hour, I can be able to. I want you to start at that level of timing your effort, timing your activities of the day. Start them by an hour. It's already 8 o'clock. What have I done? It's already 9 o'clock. How far have I gone? It's already the whole day is gone. What did I do? Timing should go as far as having you to tick. So you can have a mini table or a mini graph or a mini table that you have hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So you need to be able to tick, did I have anything that I did within an hour and every hour? Now, did I do it within the targeted time? If I wanted it to cover 7 days or 7 hours or 6 minutes, did I do it in time? It's one thing that I want you to know, that sometimes you have a target of meeting 10 people a day. Then you need to spread them maybe by hour. Maybe you need to say first hour, second hour, third hour, and maybe you need me to put them in terms of 30 minutes interval or 15 minutes interval. Watch the space, watch the pace. Did you do it in that specific frame of timing? That's what we call in time. In time, in other words, you set a timing target first. After you set a timing target, what you do, you also find yourself having to monitor, did I do it in good time? Per day, you've got a daily target. Did you do it in spec of the day? What is a day to you? Obviously, we are talking about 24 hours of living, but what about a work's day? What is a work's day? Maybe it's a 5-hour a day commitment. Maybe it's a 10-hour commitment. Did you have activities lined up correctly? Because that's how we start seeing differences. Somebody comes on board, 3 weeks is ranking up like crazy. The next 4th week, next month is already at another level. And you wonder, how does he get there? What makes, he works, he's on time, he values time, guys. Time is money. Whenever you hear them saying success loves speed, they mean it, because time is money. So if you're not going to govern yourself by time of an hour, don't say I'll govern my time by the end of the day. No, but the end of the day syndrome is what have kept us this poor. The end of the day syndrome is what have reduced our capacity to meet ranks, because a day gone is a day gone, but an hour gone, you can manipulate the next hour. You can extend the next hour. If you have got a daily target, you need to have it diarized. You need to have it on alarm. I wake up at 8 o'clock. I wake up from 8 o'clock. I wake until maybe 10 o'clock or midnight or 11. You need to have a structured day of how you do things. Maybe you are going to work, right? I work from 7:30 to 4:30. Okay, from 5:30 I do this. From 6:30 I do this. From 7:30 I do. After the Zoom, you already have activities. I attend the Zoom from 8 o'clock to 9:30. By 10 o'clock, I must be eating. By 10:30, I must be following up. You cannot sleep. You cannot sleep early if you want to change your life. Time loves those that are actually obedient to time. Success loves those that are obedient to time. So you got to find that if your targets are not framed in terms of what? Of time. Are you in time? Is there timing at all? Okay, that's the first question. In your activities, in your network marketing activities, is there timing at all? What is your time frame? And how many of the things do you do within that time frame? Guys, I'm telling you things that beats a lot of people, that I want you to know. If you are not going to start training yourself those aspects, a day, a week, a month, a year, what have you achieved in this particular business? You can have a great business. Don't just do anyhow. That is why when it goes to, I'm going to give you an example. When it comes to you going to Bus John to so-and-so company, what happens is you will find yourself having to know that, hey, from 7:30 to 4:30 is the employer's time. That's timing. They don't just say as long as you come to work. It's a Monday, you can come at 11. No, it's a Tuesday, you can come as long as you come, or to work on a Wednesday. They don't work like that. They've got a timing. And it's not about you coming at 10 when you're supposed to come at 7:30. They also look at, are you coming in good time? So the same model that you see working for another person's business is the same model I'm teaching you now in your own business. You got to understand there has to be timing on this side and in time, because if you're not in time at work, they give you a warning for late coming. If you keep on doing that, you can be dismissed. Which means there is some secrets that the business people are not telling you. There are some secrets behind this time that the successful people are not telling you. That today I want you to take very, very seriously. We are talking about you being the CEO of your own company. You are already the owner of your account. So your account, that's your business. Your account doesn't belong to your upliner. It doesn't belong to your downliner. That's your business. So if you are going to run your business, you got to understand the signs behind time. What time do you start? What time do you end? You got to frame everything from this time to this time. I'm doing this ESPN Global. From this time to this time, I'm doing family. From this time to this time, I'm doing whatever you have to be in time. So I want you to know that the timing aspect of it, we always take it for granted. And I want you to know daily, it's a target. Weekly, it's a target. Monthly, it's a target. And you ask yourself, how far have I gone? And you ask yourself the same way Bass John or company B or C would have asked you, why did you not finish? Why are you still behind? You need to push more. The same concept, you'd adopt it and you put it on your business. I want you to know this target, if you meet it, success loves speed, and speed kills poverty. If you master this aspect, guys, if you master this part, you're good to go. You are unstoppable. I want you to know there is no way you should just work and be controlled by target. And the target that we're talking about, fulfillment of target number one is fulfillment of timing and being in time. Let's hope I've analyzed, I've given you these two frames. Timing, okay, that's your timetable. In time, fulfilling that timetable. So I want you to know we have got a target and number two. When we talk of targets and number two, we are talking numbers here. We are talking numbers. Guys, if you are running your business and you do not have time to sit down and write the numbers or access the numbers, the good thing about our company, if you go into most of these companies, they already give you a rundown of how many people are on your left, how many people are on your right. They already give you, have you ever asked yourself why? It helps you to understand the power of target in terms target of numbers. It's a game of numbers. How many people are registered under you that you have signed up but not activated is there. How many people are activated on your right? How many people are activated on your left is there. And you wonder, maybe it's just a way of making the dashboard look better. No. Business is all about timing. It's all about numbers. Guys, it's a numbers game. I want you to always remember this. It doesn't matter what you do. It's all about getting the numbers right. So if you are going to be a network marketer, 1 is a very important number. 2 is a very important number. 3 is a very important number. There is no number which is not important. And as long as you can analyze that number against time. I don't know if I'm telling you something here. You got to learn, you got to adapt this attitude of what? Of analyzing targets against what? Against numbers. And your numbers against what? Against time. I have got a target of the day. How many people I need to reach out to so many prospects. That's your target, 10 prospects a day. Let's just say that's your day. So which means you're going to break down now to say 10 prospects a day. How many hours will I need to cover that? Now, the moment you've got hours and the numbers, it will tell you the model to use. Are you going to phone them? Are you going to send WhatsApps? Are you going to go door to door? Are you going to do one big meeting? And when will that be? So I want you to understand the successful stories that you have had. People celebrating, I'm this. They mastered these things that sometimes you undermine or maybe you don't take them seriously. So we are looking at you asking yourself, you having self-introspection, you having the power to ask yourself questions and answer yourself questions. This is your business. Remember, we are talking about people that say, I want to get better. I don't know why I'm not getting better. One of the main areas, you do not have a clear schedule, a target, time-based, numbers-based. So we are now looking at today. I was looking at talking to people. My registered signups or my registered members are so much. And all of these registered members, they are so much. I'll tell you one confession I did actually on this particular business I'm doing right now. I shared the business to this person. After sharing the business to this person, I did a wonderful presentation to this person, and this person almost said, "Not, this is good," but he just said, "Not, I'll do my diligence checks before, and I'll come back to you." And do you know what I did? Because I did not write it down. There was no follow-up list. There is no I spoke to prospect list. I forgot about him. Another guy from somewhere. Now, when he went away, I went my way and he went his way. Another guy from somewhere came back later and said, "No, this business is like this." Like, yes, that's someone. Somebody explained it to me. Said, yeah. I'm just going to no, refresh your mind. This business is like this. Like, yes. And you know what? You are missing time, because if you and me, you could register, you could benefit A, B, C, D. If you and me try to do it now and just and this person persuaded this person until this person signed up under that particular person. And you know what? He became to register and activate his account. About a month later, about 3 weeks later, I bumped into this person again and said, "But you remember we spoke about this?" Said, yeah, we spoke about this, but I think I forgot about it. Was I had it a lot of times from, but I forgot who actually told me first. So I end up signing up under this particular person because this person kept on giving me pressure every day, every second day. He was coming back to me, back to back until I managed to sign up under him. At first, I was disappointed. You know what, he should have waited for me. Then later I realized he was not supposed to wait for me. I was supposed to have a timed prospect list, a follow-up list. I did a follow-up tomorrow. I need follow-up ABCD, and I need to remind ABCD. I need to, if it is a no, I need to crash no. If it is a let me think about, I put again follow-up date. I follow up like that. That's how you do business in network marketing companies. So you need to have a prospect list. You need to have activated members and non-activated members. You need to have a registered numbers, sign-ups, and your follow-ups. It's very important. We are learning every day, and I want you to know some of these areas I've come to realize that they are affecting a lot of great leaders, and a lot of great leaders, they end up failing to close these deals because they don't have a prospective list and don't have a follow-up list. It's not written down. So you're natural, you're a person, you've got 600 WhatsApps that comes in a day. So you may not be able to remember every WhatsApp that you spoke to. So if you and me, after you start to this petition, have a diary, have a place where you record these people. I spoke to Moses, and Moses said this, the prospective list is this one, the registered members this one, the activated members is this one, and I need to follow up on this bed. That is how you build your business. Just like how they do when you go to work for Mr. B or Mr. C. What do? They have got a register that they mark. A came to work, Tandy didn't come to work, Franzina came late. They have got Mokoma. Mokoma is always coming 5 minutes later. They have got a clear register because they take their business very seriously. Hey, Dr. Madhu is always in time. So it's the way the companies work, and you are adopting the business framework into your account, into your business. And I want you to know success loves people like you. And you will find that the moment you have the how many against time, your story will never be the same. How many against time in a week, in a month, in a year, and how you are going to achieve that also, it becomes easy. Okay, I was supposed to call. Hey, let me check on my call list today. Did I call anyone? I didn't. Or I was supposed to send WhatsApp. Let me check. I was supposed to WhatsApp Mokoma, Francina, Tandy, and all and Lebu. I didn't. So they help you to have a business growth. You will find growth becomes easy because you understood the concept of numbers. Guys, they are companies right now. They will give you targets. How many S's on the right? How many S's on the left? How many legions on the right? How many legions for you to go to rank number this and that? All that, if you put that into consideration, I want you to know when you put that into consideration, they will also start working for your own good. They will also start working for your own good. So I don't want you to miss the key aspect, the most important aspect of this business. The most important aspect of this business, of any business that you're going to run, I want you to have a way of recording this, a way of writing down, a way of doing it. Do you understand? A way of doing it. So if you do not have a specific way of doing it, then others who are doing it will succeed. And every time you jump into that network and your growth is not changing, and you've been wondering, why is my growth not changing? Because you do not understand the power of numbers, and your numbers are not just numbers unless you tally them against time. So in a week, I need to produce 5 S's. I need to have 3 heralds. I need to have at least 1 Valorant. That's how you work. So you understand, when you have got that written in your structure, it's easy to pressurize yourself to work towards that goal. So if somebody say, no, you must have a goal, you must have a goal. Hey, a goal is to buy a car. How do you get there before you master how to run the business? I'm giving you the tips of what you can do as a business so that you'll be able to have your ultimate goal, So it is generated if you have got a structured way of doing things. So I told you, it's a game of time, it's a game of numbers. Any rank you can think of, it's a game of numbers. Any incentive you can think of, it's a game of numbers. And even if you look into places whereby you buy a package, then the package gives you left and right usernames and all that. It's a game of numbers. When they become 31 on the right, 31 on the left, they give you a certain rank. It's a game of numbers. So if you are not going to take that into consideration, when companies are taking that into consideration, then you are missing one of the most important principles when running a business. That's why they are successful and your success looks very slow. So master this concept. Concept number 2, the target of numbers. I will rephrase it later, but I wanted you to understand the target of numbers. Okay, now you are looking into those numbers. If they are going just to be numbers and they are not producing anything achievable, anything quantifiable, anything tangible, then those numbers are actually not doing the job. Why am I telling you about this? If you are going to have 100,000 people that signed up, you are different from somebody who have got 100 people that activated. I don't know if you understand this language. Signing up is one thing. Activating the account is another thing. So you will find that the moment you have activated members, they are transformed into ranks. They are transformed into incentives. Incentives are linked to ranks because it's an achievement that is based against time. I'll give you an example. When they tell you become a commander in 30 days, do you know what that means? 30 days is a time frame. Commander, it's a rank. Do you see what I'm talking about? So you need to have that kind of mind, that kind of business mentality, that kind of business analytics, that kind of business framework. What have I become? What have I become? That's your achievements. And B says team members, what have they achieved? So this is secret. If you want to achieve, you got to make sure your team members achieve. If you understand that concept, that the more Valorants I produce on the right, the more legions I produce on the left, the higher I can be able to achieve my ranks. So I need to make sure my teams are not just working, but they are also ranking and getting incentives. The more they rank up, the more they get incentives, the more your ranking comes into play. Do you understand? And if you know now, for them to rank up, this one will need this support, this one will need this support, this one will need this support. You got to understand your team members. Some people, they got money, but they don't know how to sign up. Some people, they got money, but they don't know how to. Some people, they got influence, but they don't know how to interpret a presentation. So you got to understand your teams, and your duty is to make sure teams under you, they rank up. When they rank up, you know the answer. When they rank up, you know what happens to you. You understand? Because the more they rise, the more you help them to rise, the better. I was telling somebody and say, no, what this is what I'm doing. I'm having at least 6 Zooms a day. 6 Zooms a day. Yes, I do Zoom meetings from this time to this time for my direct teams. And I was like, how do you do that? I said, no, if I don't do Zoom teams, they are going to take longer to convince their prospects, and they might be forced to crash the program and put some spices and end up misleading their prospects, and they might end up losing the prospects at large when the prospect gets good information. So I'd rather be there, do a Zoom meeting for him, train him. I mean, encouraging you. You got to support your teams. Be there. Be there. I was even at the point I said, no, guys, for now, I don't have time to answer everyone's question. I want you to go back to your upline. Do you know what I'll be trying to do by that? I'll try to create time for my teams, because I know it's going to work against my teams. If I'm gonna be available and I'm working for every other upliner, it's going to affect my teams in the long run. So my teams will not rank up, and those teams will ranking up. So each upliner, I'm telling you today, you got to sit down and write down your downliners. This guy is now a Valorant. What does he need to get? Which leg is behind? This guy is now a legend. What is he left up? What does he need? Some people, do you know what they need? They simply need motivation. It doesn't mean you always have to pay for them, or it doesn't mean you have to go and recruit for them. Sometimes they're just getting tired. Just need you to interpret 1 or 2 areas. Sometimes they got misinformation from somebody and they slow down. They need clarity. You understand? So you are there now to say, okay, I need to make sure this guy is stayed too long. I was looking at one of my leaders. He stayed about I think 6 weeks as a Valorant. And I was like, no, man, how do you stay 6 weeks as a Valorant? What happened? And when I looked at it, he said, no, I had a meeting with this other guy, and he said this and that, and I was just discouraged. So that is what I'm telling you. Look into the ranking systems of your team members, and you will see what happens to your ranking. So the achievement, it's not just about having the numbers only. It's about their achievement. It's about your achievement against time. In the last 47 days, I achieved to become an almighty. Okay, in the next 47 days, I need to be an immortal. Okay, so how am I going to do that? You understand? So you put an action plan that is in line with your target. It has to be an achievement. Okay. Now, I think you have seen as well, leaders, they are sharing sometimes what they get paid on a month, what they get paid last week, what they got paid today. I think you've seen a lot of these things, or it's ever on social media, sometimes it's on WhatsApp groups, and you wonder, why do they people, why it's actually an achievement. Why is he showing us his payment? It's an achievement. He wants you to see that this is achievable. So as a leader, you also need to have achievements that are clearly put down by yourself. And I need to achieve this in a week. I need to earn 125 US dollars in a week. I want to be able to earn $500, $1,000, 2,000. It's a quantifiable money that makes you see this power of having a target called achievement. Otherwise, if we are going just to work, I got the prospects. Oh, me, I got so many people that are coming on they are coming with $50. Guys, it's about what you achieve out of the $50. What do you achieve out of the S? I got a leader, great leader. He said, I am not talking any business to anybody that I cannot understand the language of the command. And I was like, what do you mean? I said, that's my policy. That's me. That's how I'm going to run my business. I'm going to run it like an executive. So I'll only to talk people that are going to understand the power of the commander package. And I was shocked. He showed me, say, look, this is how I work. When you are looking for 63 people to bring SSSS, I can do that with one person. So my effort is to convince one person to whoever, and I can cover your whole week of work. It's okay, that's your target, that's your achievement. And I got leaders that will tell you, no, me, I'm only saying the 3S. That's what I'm selling, 3S only. Why? Because these are the advantages. These are the advantages. Okay, no problem. So you get an achievement. It's a rank-based achievement, and you know the incentives that I need. And when you look at your incentives, when you look into your team members' incentives, and this is all about quantifiable money that comes back to you and say, I have achieved so much. So I want to achieve so much money. This is quantifiable money. And for me to achieve this quantifiable money, I need this kind of effort against this time. I don't know if you're doing that. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm talking about here. So you got to have a book, you got to have a file maybe in your laptop, maybe they have to have notes. All these things, you need them. You're running a business. The moment you take this business seriously, it will pay you seriously. And the moment you start treating your business like a business, it will pay you like a business. I don't know if I'm telling something. So that is the concept here. Quantifiable money against time. Whose money? Your money. Whose money? Your team members' money. Are they making money as well? If they are not, where is the problem? Because if they are not, you're not going to achieve the higher rank. So they need to make money. They need to make money so that you can be able to make it. If they are not making money, then you're not making money. So everybody have to benefit. So it's a teamwork. That's why you call network. It's a network. It's a group work. It's a combined effort that produces results. So now you are looking at quantifiable money against time. Your time, your money, your team's money. So it's like that. Then we are obviously in the next few days, guys, we're gonna be talking of tangibles. I can safely tell you we're gonna be seeing tangibles. I can tell you last week I think we had just two testimonies that had brand new cars and all that, but I can tell you after Seychelles you will see fire. You will see what will be happening. Those are achievements. You will see houses. You will see tangible stuff. You see big stuff happening after Seychelles. And I can tell you, in May, in June, in July, you will see all these things. But for you to achieve that May, June, July, you need to understand the concept of achievement, a target of something that is tangible, something that is quantifiable, something that is rankable, something that is able to give you cash. So that is what I wanted you to understand. Target number 3. Target number 3 is achievements. Your achievements and your team's achievements. If you master that as a target, how did I spend this week? And in my teams, none of my direct teams have ranked up to the next rank. And next week, I cannot afford to have that again. So you are now growing. It doesn't matter what rank, whether it's an S to Herald or it's a Herald to Crusader or the Crusader to Commander Valorant. It doesn't matter. There has been an achievement. You celebrate it. Okay, that's my last part. You celebrate it. You understand? If your downliner achieves a rank, it's an achievement. You celebrate it. You got to celebrate it. It doesn't really mean that all of you have to put a poster. You can phone. You can go drive and see the person. You can do what is within your means. Make sure the downliner himself got to hear you celebrating. God send the message. You have to do something. And I want you to know, the more celebrations that you, I think you've seen all this I'm talking about. And you will be wondering, why do we have to see this over and over again? It's a must. If you want to achieve higher things, you got to start having these as targets. I want to produce so many Valorants. I want to produce so many Legions. I want to produce so many. So that's how you grow in this industry. It's all about how you do things. It's all about how you share the business. It's all about how you take your teams seriously. And they, in return, the business will take you very seriously. So the target called achievements, it's about ranks, incentives, it's about quantifiable money, it's about tangibles against time. Within this period of time, we want to achieve so much. Okay, I'm going to talk about target number 4, guys. The target number 4, we call it the ultimate impact, the ultimate target, the ultimate impact. We are talking about changing people's lives. If your dream is not targeted at changing people's lives, I want you to know it will fail. It's incomplete. Until such a time you have enough to change the lives of people, social impact, socially impacting the lives of the needy, the orphans, the one-to-one, you are not yet done. You are not yet done. Until such a time, economically, you will find people that are coming every day saying, I need work, and there's no work for them. Until such a time, you have produced networking professionals that were once unemployed, but now they're now having income. We have not yet met the targets. We do not understand the power of target. Until such a time, those who get paid on the 25th and they are broke on the 1st of the next month, 6 days later, they are already borrowing you. They are already, until you are able to impact their lives, that they have with extra income, even though they are employed, they have with extra income through your knowledge. You have not yet met the enough target. You have not yet met the ultimate impact target. You need to know it's all about, it needs to go back to the people. There are people in your family that you know for sure this person needs this extra. This person needs this. So if your target is not based at the, it doesn't matter how many ranks you get. It doesn't matter how much quantifiable money you're gonna have. It doesn't matter how many cars you're gonna have. If your targets are not going to be on impacting other people's lives, your target are still incomplete. And a professional network market, I have seen professionals and professionals. I have seen a lot of people. If you're not at that level whereby you can change other people's lives, you have not yet finished your journey. Your journey is still incomplete. It doesn't matter what rank you get. If your ranking cannot change other people's lives, it's not yet complete. You still need another rank. I don't know if I said something. I want you to know psychologically, you know, when there is no money, there is more crime. But when there is more money, there is less crime. I don't know if you've seen that. It's all here. When there is more money, there is more peace. I don't know if you have seen that. But when there is zero money, there is violence and all this. When there is zero money, there is more stress. All the drug story that you hear is all about money. Yeah, it's all about the needy trying to survive. But you got an opportunity that made you an immortal, and you're sitting with $10,000 every week in your pocket. You got an opportunity that made you a multimillionaire, and all around, all you know is to buy yourself cars. That's fine, it's an achievement. But I don't think you've fulfilled the ultimate purpose of your living. It have to go beyond you. Maybe I'll train you and say, this is all about network marketing. In the next 1 month, 2, 3 months, you are a professional network marketer, and you are not taking this same information to the orphans, to the needy, to those with less income, then you have not finished your targets. Then you have not yet lived your true dream target. I want you to know it is only when we start seeing you blessing your father or your mother with a car or a house, you blessing your church with some machinery, with some equipment, you blessing your municipality, you blessing your village, you blessing your town, whatever street where you come from, making a difference, then we'll say you have fulfilled the ultimate impact target. And why am I talking about the ultimate impact target? The ultimate impact target is the broader target. When you put that as a target and you understand that I have got this obligation, as long as I have got breath in my life, I have got this obligation. As long as you have that target in your head, you'll see your effort will change. You'll see your salary, your ranking will change. You will see the way you build up teams, you will change. It will be crazy because you've got a crazy target. There are people that are running orphanages. If you ever ask how many eyes, ears, or teeth do they have, more than you. There are people who are helping their fathers, their mothers, their grandchildren. And if you ask, what extra do they have that I don't have? The ultimate impact target. And I want you to know, I'm going to be there to highlight to you, guys, professional network marketing goes beyond making money, goes beyond displaying it. It goes as far as changing other people's lives. That is the concept. That is the power of this industry. It has the capacity of turning the unemployed into having extra income. It has the capacity of making those who are employed but have lower salaries into having extra income. That's the power of the industry. Is it something doable? Yes, it's doable. Is it something difficult? Yes, it's not difficult. It's something that you and I can do. Okay, I want you to have this summary. It's always about these things. It's always about time, numbers, achievements, and the ultimate impact. If you have those things in your head, if you have those things in your mind, if you have this thing diarized, what is it that you want to do for the society? What is it that you want to do for your people? What is that are not you? I usually hear one of these great motivational speakers telling people that if your money is not enough, is only enough to feed you, it's not, you are not rich, you are not wealthy. Until you are able to impact another soul, change another person's life, then you can tell yourself, I'm rich. I've achieved the ultimate impact target. I want to thank you all, guys, for this short, one of the shortest modules I had to do, because we are preparing into the practicals. But then when we get into practicals, we're going to see a sudden rise in terms of growth. And then we will skip the more important aspect. We won't have time to talk about all this that I've spoken about today. It's a short project, but I want you to know, if we master these four, we work and they are guided by these four. We have got a book that is written, all what I've highlighted to you. I want you to know, you will see your ranking. You will see more money. You will see how doable it is. When you have got these targets with you saved or written down, I want you to know your ranking, your achievements, your life will never be the same. So that is one thing that I wanted you to know. That is one thing that I wanted you to understand. Now, did I highlight to you that if you are going to if you are going to find yourself achieving these things, then your story will never be the same. You won't be there again to find any reason why you should go to sleep early. You won't be there again to find any reason why you should go to sleep early. So the reason why you need to wake up, remember, always remember, because you got targets to meet, because you've got a community to serve, because you've got rankings to crash. You got your teams to help rank up. You cannot afford to go to sleep. Now you understand why when people say you cannot afford to go to sleep. Some they say, how do you sleep without money? But I'm here to tell you, how do you sleep without you having impacted other people's lives? How do you sleep without you even having how do you sleep? Okay, I was reading some comments there. Okay, right. How do you sleep when your team members are not ranked up? How do you sleep? So those are some of the things that you find some leaders, they move from Limpopo to Cape Town, from Cape Town to Northwest. They move from Zambia to Zimbabwe, from Zimbabwe to go to Ghana. They are working to make sure all these targets that I've highlighted are met. And if you work on that, then the fourth target is one thing that will blow not even your own world, other people's worlds. You understand? So thank you very much for the time that you have had on this training. I think for tonight, I'm going to cut it short because it was just a short module of the power of target. And what targets are we talking about? The four main targets that I want you to carry as a professional networker. We are taking this whole profession to another level. So in the next episode, we are not going to look into the you. We are going into the practical tools of growth. So now, even if you're going to be able to implement the practical tools of growth, you will be able to grow having all these things inside you. So when you've got practical tools of growth and growth comes, it becomes permanent, it becomes long-term. You can sustain yourself as a networker. You can sustain yourself as a networker. So that is one thing I want you to understand. It's doable. We can do it because we have done that before. It's doable because you can still do it as long as you're alive. So thank you very much for the time that we have had. I would like to take this opportunity because I wanted it to be short, because I also wanted the great leaders on board to be able to say a word, to be able to share their understanding, and will be able to have a much more successful team. And let me help you to understand that we have got Leader Lufuno on board, we have Leader Mokoma on board, we have let me see more great leaders that are here as well. Okay, we have Leader, this should I think this should be Leader Tumbaedo, if I'm not mistaken, is on board. Okay, and there is also another great leader here. Let me check. We've got Dr. Zoe Omi. Okay, thank you so much, Leader Gabriel. We've got a lot of great leaders here. So I wanted to make sure it's short enough so that I can accommodate those leaders so that they can be able to beef up the training, and we remind each other of these basics. And you know what? I know definitely we will have a great night. So let me start by asking Dr. Zo. Then I'm going to go to Leader Lebu, that's Botswana, if I'm not mistaken. Then we are going to go to Leader, there's another leader that I saw here, Tsombedzo. Then we will have the Golden Lady, Leader Lufuno, to close that meeting for us. And I know tomorrow we got a full presentation, so we are going to start having to practically put those things in practice and get ourselves going. And I also got some few announcements to make, very important announcements, so don't miss out the one for tomorrow. Let me ask a leader, Dr. Zo, if she's available. Just click unmute if you are there. Are you there? Or she's not there, maybe. Okay, or maybe she's not.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, we can hear you very well.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Thank you. Leaders, let's take the advantage of Dr. Matuyu to understand this business. Where we are not understanding, let us try to follow his teachings so that we come out with a positive result. It is doable in this business. And another thing, let us encourage our downliners, our prospects, to join us in the Zoom every day so that they also learn, so that we less the burden from Dr. Maduyu, because every leader is supposed to be able to do these things for the downliners, so that we don't forward everything to Dr. Maduyu, so that we less burden from him. So yeah, I think that's all I can say. Thank you very much, Dr. Madre. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much, Dr. Zo, for being there. And the main objective is to produce more leaders. That's what she's saying. We need to produce more leaders. So when we become more leaders, we become a bigger company, a better company. It's all about producing more and more leaders so that you can be able to support those teams and those teams yourself. And if each and everybody becomes a great leader, then then we have met the ultimate target. We have produced leaders. It's one of the most important targets that drives me. How many leaders do we produce? How many people have we changed their lives? How many people have we increased their confidence? That is the purpose. Let me hear from Botswana, all the way from Botswana. There is a leader label there. Let me ask you to unmute. Go ahead, leadership.
Good evening.
You can go ahead. We can hear you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I'm impressed. You know, networking without knowledge is ineffective. So knowledge is power. Today we managed to get to the power of target. We are going to use this. I'm going to use this target, the 4 components, so that we can grow, so that we can touch other people's life. We can impact on other people's life. Today's topic was so impressive, Doctor. So thank you very much for these lessons. We are learning each and every day. Learning is a process. Thank you very much.
Awesome leadership. We had the main issue is we learn every day. It's more than important. We learn every day. You might find that we've been in this for years and we don't see this growth. We don't see the change. We don't see anything. We don't hit those special ranks until we're just tired of the network and you wonder why. So those are some of the areas that we learn every day. I'm opening to learning. I learn every day. I read books. I also attend seminars. Why? Because we learn every day. So thank you so much. Let's all have this great desire to learn every day, and we'll see ourselves moving from strength to strength. There was leader Tsumbed. I don't know if I saw right. Then I will be able to go to leader. Is there leader Tsumbedzo?
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah. Go ahead, leadership. Go ahead. We are listening. We can hear you very well. You can go ahead.
Okay. Firstly, I would like to say thank you very much for this wonderful session. I'm one person who has been struggling with time. I'm so grateful that I managed to attend this session tonight. When it comes to time, Dr. Maduyu, I've been struggling, and then this session has helped me a lot. It has helped me in such a way that as I'm speaking to you now, I've already planned my day while I'm listening to you. The moment I heard the points that you were talking, that is when I was writing down, okay, which means me, I'm going to do like this. My day is going to be like this. Tomorrow I've already planned a lot with tomorrow because of this session. And I would also like to thank my sponsor, Lida Lufuno, for holding my hand. Even though when I call her, telling her where I was struggling and all those things that I almost give up, but she's been there for me. And all my downliners, Mangele, she's been there for me, even though sometimes we were facing difficulties on my side as a upliner. So thank you very much. These sessions are helping me a lot. These Thursday sessions are helping me a lot, and I'm learning. I'm learning every week. I'm learning every day. Every time I'm learning new things. I am so grateful to have you guys as leaders, and I am so grateful that I chose this platform to be in it. So thank you very much. Let's run with it. Let's continue running as fast as we can.
Awesome, awesome. Time is money. She said, I'm going to start working on making sure that I have a planned day from day this to day that, from this hour to that hour. That is a concept of life. When you treat your business like a business, it pays you like a business. When you treat your business like a hobby, it pays you like a hobby. Thank you so much, Alida Sumbedzo. And let's quickly go to, have you seen that today? I only picked ladies. Can you see that? I'm only picking ladies. So tomorrow I'm picking men. So thank you so much, ladies, for saying these wonderful words. Let me get to Leader Lufuno, and because I want you to know that we have got a great much more work to do. I'm sure she's on board. Unmute and hit the road.
Hi, good evening, leadership.
Go ahead, leadership. How are you? How was the day? And you know what? Take us through.
Productive it was. So good evening to all the leaders. Dr. Maduyu, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the great session. I myself as a leader, I am actually learning a lot as well in the process. So leaders, we have heard for ourselves what you said, leadership is mouthful. We need to be there for our team. We need to support our team. And again, let me speak to the downliners as well. For a downliner who says my upline is not there for me, I have no one. I don't have the support that I have in order for me to get where I want to be. I am saying to you, stop being other people's projects. You are not a project. Your upliner's absence might be a blessing for you to be responsible. That means that you have to stand on your own and do what you have to do in order for you to see your business working. If your upliner is there, good shot, you are fortunate. But if your upliner is not there, you are also fortunate, because that also means that you need to stand on your own, go out there, seek all the information needed. I know it's not easy, but if others can do it, you can also do it. So guys, let us do this. Let us run with this. We have all the resources. Dr. Maduyu is here to give us presentations on a daily basis and also to give us trainings on how we can also be networkers and so on and so forth. So guys, this does not only help us leaders, it also helps you as well. So let us hold this, let us run with this, guys. Let us make things happen. Let us create history. So leaders, that is all from me for tonight.
Awesome leadership. Awesome. That was it. Let us create history. Do you know how to create history? You got to impact other people's lives. Do you know how to create history? You got to learn to stand on your own and say, the whole world is waiting for me. I like that part when you say, don't rely on your upline now. No, the world is actually looking at you as the main upline. You have to say, you as an individual, you're an upliner in your own standing. So imagine when you work with that kind of mindset, you don't really need your upline. Do you see that? So she's actually saying something very powerful there. So when you have got your target as an individual, my hourly target as an individual, my weekly target as an individual, my monthly target as an individual. Your monthly target is not to say my target is to get people from my upline. It's not to get people from the downline. It's your daily target. It's a personal target. That is one thing I want you to know that she reminded me of. The business belongs to you. That account, that back office, that dashboard belongs to you, not your upline, not your down. It belongs to you. So that's your company, that's your office, that's your factory, that's your laboratory, it belongs to you. And every profit that comes to you, I don't know, I'm going to ask you, Leader Lufuna. Maybe it happens to you, it doesn't happen to me. Was there in any time that you got a call from your downliners and they say, whatever end from this business, I don't really think it's all mine because we worked together. I want to give you a portion of it.
No, leadership, that has never happened.
You understand? Do you know why it never happened? Because when they have the money, when people have the money, it's now theirs.
True.
So
that is
if
true,
they have that same possessive nature in the implementation of work, in the execution of work, in the doing and fulfillment of targets as individuals, and they own it, they possess the business as theirs, and implement all these things as individuals, even if they don't call you for a drink, you don't blame them. Because they worked it out. So that is the kind of people we want to produce. We are here to impact each and every one of us here. We want to see you as leaders. I don't have time to talk to followers. I'm talking to you as leaders so that you can, we are 94 leaders left in the meeting. That's fine. We got 7 billion people to be led. So can you see we are even short leaders? Can you see the kind of work we are talking about? How about we all wait for Lufuno, we all wait for Taonezi, or we all wait for Dr. Zo as our upliner? It's not gonna work. So we are all leaders. You, we are all leaders. And whatever we make out of the business is ours. We can go and use it wherever we want without consulting the upline. Because in the first place, you worked it for it as your own business. Thank you so much, Little Funo, for wonderful, wonderful words of wisdom. And thank you guys for being on this platform. And there is nothing that beats having a family. There is nothing that beats having a family. And this family, we have made it so sweet. Guys, let's go to our target. Start having somewhere where you write down your daily, your weekly, your monthly targets, your ranking achievement targets against time, your achievement, your tangibles. Don't just work for the sake of eating, drinking. Try to have tangible results out of a network. I remember there are people that even call those that are at the farm. I got a very wonderful farming background. Where I would actually call one of my beasts, one of my cattle, a name of a network. I'll call this ESPN. I'll call this one, just for me to remember what I achieved out of this network. Do you understand? I remember there was a time when we had to change the number plate of our father's car that we had bought through another network, and we had to call it the name. It was very expensive to have a personalized number plate, but we had to call it the name of that network. That's the power I'm talking about. So I'm saying, go out there, let's achieve goals, and let's achieve those targets. And I can safely tell you, we're going to have a wonderful year. we're going to have a wonderful year. Tomorrow night, we've got a powerful presentation coming through. And on top of presentations, we are also going to have special announcements. Guys, special announcements tomorrow. So don't miss that one for tomorrow, because it's going to break you into pieces when you hear those updates, guys. They are just going to crack your head. So that's one thing I want you to know. Tomorrow night, I know some will go for partying and all that. Those that will have a chance, let's meet tomorrow night, same place, same time. And let me take this opportunity to thank the great leaders that were on board tonight. Leader Lufuno, Leader Tumpezo, Leader Dr. Zo, Leader Pinko Chwane, Mr. Lasten Tawonezi. Thank you for you on being on board. Leader Mokoma, all the way from Lesotho. Let me say thank you to Josephina. Let me say also thank you so much to Emily, Lydia. And you know what? We had Tsepo, this should be Tsepo from Botswana, if I'm not mistaken. Leader Anna, that should be, I'm not sure, maybe it should be Zimbabwe. And there should be Leader Cecilia from Kenya, awesome. And we had Leader Maria as well, Stokozile, Emily Lungi, and Miss T. Okay, I'll be sending you the presentation. The presentation for tonight is on YouTube. As I'm speaking to you, it's still live on YouTube. And I've sent you the YouTube, our YouTube link. And you know what? You can always revisit them or share them with your prospects. So you can always go back to our YouTube channel. Always remember to subscribe. You know why is it important to subscribe? So that when we have any program in the forgotten we have a program, it will remind you to send an email reminding you of these programs. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to say, thank you so much to Martha Wondo again. I think I saw you one of these days again. And thank you so much, Emily. We also had MF part of board. That was exciting. It's so exciting to have you always. Leader Gabriel, you owe us tomorrow. Tomorrow, the night, all the men, you owe us a word. So prepare to tell us what needs to be done tomorrow for us to achieve higher ranks. So men, I want you to know that there is going to be a need for the fathers to have a word about this business. Thank you so much, Alida Ponso Damara. Thank you so much, Jacobus. Thank you, Pesaud. Thank you, Gia. Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you, Pelaya. Stabona Kislwini. Awesome, Becky. Thank you for being on board, Bernard. Thank you so much, Slindile, and I saw Kathy was here on board. Spear, thank you. Nomsa, Kigala, always there is Leader Kigala here. Thank you. My salutations to you, Cedric, Catherine, and Spongile. Awesome, that's excellent. That's excellent, Elizabeth. Thank you so much, all of you great leaders, guys. My salutations to you. Tunzi was also here. David Chama, awesome, and Patricia Owusu was also here. Thank you guys for coming on board. Did I tell you we also have Julius Dorfer, Lydia, Matthias, Gladys, and PK. There was also Bernard from Kenya as well, guys. SJ Ekunobu, Epunobu. I want you to know that's a commander of the commanders. Thank you so much, brother. All the way, I think, from West Africa. That's excellent, guys. There is a Frank as well, guys. We are loaded, well represented. I can tell you we had a wonderful time with Achia before again. All the way, I'm sure it's up there in West Africa or in Europe. I'm not sure, but I know these are great people representing great nations. And Linda as well as Martina Blazer, Princess. I didn't tell you guys, I forgot to tell you about Isahaku. Great leader was also here. Thank you so much. We got Debbie all the way to Seychelles. Leader Debbie, I can see you can't wait to be in Seychelles. She qualified today to become a Seychelles trip beneficiary. Awesome. Pulelo, thank you so much as well for coming on board. We got you, Van O'Brien. Awesome. That was excellent. So we had a full package. Princess, there was that was excellent for you to be here this hour. Sylvia, I want you to know, we may not be able to call out all these names, guys, but I want you to know it's so uplifting to have you guys here. CD Nomusa and Monica, that's excellent, guys. And I want to say, till we meet again, have a great night, and it will always be great to have you on board. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, we will have all these announcements, whatever announcements, they are going to be there tomorrow. So tonight I didn't, okay. Also remember competition. There is always prize money and competition. So come prepared. Come prepared. The competitions, prize money, come prepared. So you should always know after Thursday training, there is highly likely that there will be competition, quiz money. And you know what? These are dollars you're talking about. You can't miss them out. So be prepared. Be prepared for question and answer. This weekend we're gonna have it, and don't miss out. Till we meet again, Palisa, have a great night. Kuno, Palisa Kuno, awesome. Have a great night as well. Any other questions, we'll meet tomorrow and we'll be ironing out every single thing. Thank you so much. Palisa, you update email. I've sent email demos to support and all that. Let's sort that tomorrow. Let's sort that tomorrow. Palisa, let's sort that tomorrow. Let's see how best you can be helped. I would definitely require your I think your upliner is very important in this case. Your upliner is very important in this case. So let your upliner get in touch with me. I will definitely assist whatever I know about how to solve this problem. Your upliner is very important, okay? So try and get hold of your upliner to get hold of me. Thank you so much. Okay, that was it. That was all. Yeah, the authentication process. Yeah, we'll explain tomorrow. We'll explain tomorrow. We are also waiting for it to be reactivated. Remember, they took it out after some problems. So we'll get more information tomorrow. There is a lot of good news tomorrow, guys. I can't preempt them tonight. No. That's tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is gonna be a news day. Friday is gonna be a news day. So, guys, just get ready. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's getting brighter and brighter every day, and it's super exciting. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I have a great night. All right, Leader Mokoma, all the way from the Kingdom Mountain of Lasten Tawoneji. There's something that is very familiar with that name, Tawoneji. Wonderful leader, wonderful to have you on board. Wonderful to have you on board. And I think it's going to be a great year, a great year. All right, guys. So